Welcome back to On This Day in Grateful Dead History.
Good to be diving in again.
Today we're looking at May 10th, 1972, Amsterdam.
Ah, Europe 72, a legendary tour.
Exactly. And we're using a great review from GratefulDeadBook.com as our guide here.
And this show, May 10th, it definitely has a reputation.
It really does. Exceptionally well played is the phrase used. You know, that mix of tight playing, but also those huge Dead jams.
And soulful performances. It hits all the marks.
Right. So consider this your quick guide to why people rate it so highly. You don't need hours right now to get the feel.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, if you do want more from that week, check the bio. There's a link to This Week in Grateful Dead History with listening guides for all the shows.
Good resource.
Our goal here is just to pull out the key moments, get the vibe of this Amsterdam show.
Let's do it. Where did the review start?
Okay, first set, it mentions maybe a slightly shaky start, bit out of sync initially,
That happens. They often needed a moment to lock in.
but sounds like they found it pretty quick. Bertha opened, though the tape apparently cuts into the intro a bit.
Right, typical tape issues sometimes.
But what the review really points out is Pigpen on Mr. Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Says his vocal was just outstanding, a real highlight early on.
I believe it. Pigpen could really command a song like that, with that bluesy authenticity.
Totally. Then China Cat Sunflower gets interesting. Unusually long intro, apparently.
Long intro for China Cat.
Okay, yeah, and it specifically mentions Keith Godshow's piano work. Really vintage 72 Keith sound shining through there.
Nice. Giving it a unique flavor right from the start.
And then the transition into, I know you writers describe as kind of mellow, almost lethargic, but still captivating.
That dynamic interplay, right? Intense playing, then pulling back into something more relaxed but holding your attention. That's classic Dead.
For sure. The review also gives a nod to Black-Throated Wind, says it was solid, and Phil's bass lines were really prominent.
Phil driving things, always good to hear.
And the set keeps delivering mentions a melodic jam in playing in the band.
Always a jam vehicle.
And Keith gets another shout out for his piano solo in Chinatown Shuffle.
Keith was definitely making his presence felt that night.
Seems like it. They wrap up the first set strong with Tennessee Jed, Big Boss Man, and Greatest Story Ever Told. So really solid first half overall.
Sounds like a great warm-up, hitting a lot of fan favorites and letting individuals shine.
Okay, but the second set, this is where the review really kicks into high gear.
Uh-huh. What's the story?
It opens with trucking right into the other one. And apparently this sequence is considered one of the best they ever played.
Wow, high praise.
Get this, 62 minutes long.
62 for the sequence.
62 minutes trucking into the other one with 6 distinct jam sections identified within it.
That's incredible. That's not just playing songs. That's deep space exploration, musically speaking.
Exactly. And the review calls the other one specifically a mesmerizing odyssey. Just pure improvisational genius on display.
That's what the Europe 72 tour was really showcasing, that peak improvisational power.
Absolutely. After that monster jam, they apparently brought things back down beautifully with Sing Me Back Home.
A lovely contrast.
Yeah.
Needed after that intensity, probably.
Yeah, and then finished with a rousing not fade away. So the whole vibe, according to the review, is just this testament to the band's groove, how much fun they were having. It really cemented this show as a standout on the tour.
You can often hear that, can't you? When the band is collectively locked in and just enjoying it, it elevates everything, creates those special nights.
Totally agree. I mean, the sheer length of that Truck and Other one tells you something special was happening. They were gone.
Definitely sounds like a night where they were fully immersed in exploring.
Right. So it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Considering that description, a 62-minute The Other One segment, what kind of unique musical places do you imagine they might have gone that night? And just the idea of that kind of sustained, continuous improvisation for over an hour. How
Yeah.
does that make you think about the whole dynamic of seeing the Grateful Dead live? What that experience must have been like?